it's so great to be in California. This is amazing. I really have to commend you all for taking care of the environment the way you do. Californians are, seriously, you do. I mean, you were the first to come out with the laws and things. I live in New York. It's a little different there. But I have noticed a lot of big cars in LA still, a lot of the big cars. And yesterday I saw a bumper sticker that said, "What would Jesus do?" I really don't think he would drive an Escalade. I don't know, the big rims just really don't seem his style. About that. I do live in New York City. I'm originally from Oklahoma, and I realized when I went home to see my family recently that I am a true New Yorker because I got off the plane and my mom hugged me, and then I checked for my wallet. As if my mother were going to steal my money. Turns out she had. So you can't be too careful. That's what I'm saying. I get very defensive. You live in a big city, you get defensive. I've lived in New York City for 8 years, and I'm on guard. And I was with my family getting some coffee. A man walked in, and people in Oklahoma are very sweet and very genuine. And he said, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Sell crazy somewhere else, okay?" Buying it, and I realized he was just trying to be nice and that I was overreacting, but I maced him just to make sure. You cannot be too careful these days. It's nice. I went back recently, last year actually, to my high school reunion and homecoming football game. Typical Oklahoma, there were a lot of teenage mothers there. At the game, they brought their babies, showing off, "Hey, I'm 15, I've got a baby." Really sad. These little girls were thrust into adulthood and motherhood at such a young age. But what we have to remember is that they are still sluts. Let's not lose sight of the facts. They brought their babies to the game. Don't bring your baby to a football game. It's outdoors. It's cold. Do what other teenage mothers do and leave your baby in the car. Just roll up the windows, the dog will watch it. You need to gotta have your hands free to clap for the home team, But it was nice. I went to the big reunion party, saw everybody from high school. A girl came up to me and said, "Oh, Amy, you're not married yet, are you? Like, that's the worst thing in the world." And I said, "No, I'm not. Maybe your wife-beating husband could set me up with one of his drinking buddies." That'd be so much fun. Thank you. I actually figured out recently that I love domestic violence. For more than just the obvious reason. Because domestic violence has kept my friend Kim and her husband together for over 10 years. He beats me, but if I leave him, he'll kill me. Some marriages were meant to last forever. So special. Kim is pregnant with her 6th child. How tacky is that? I mean, who does that anymore? It's just bad form. I sent her a get well soon card. Really, she's insane. I'm so out of the baby mind frame, and I forget that women my age are wanting to, and they're trying to have kids. The other day, a friend of mine called that's been married for 5 years, and she told me she was pregnant, and I said, "Oh my God, what are you gonna do?" I mean, congratulations. It's awkward. I forget it wasn't an accident, A little weird. I'm trying to grow up, be more mature. You're still immature, though, when you go to Target and you say things like, "I'm going to buy this with my own money." It's like a set of sheets for your pathetic twin bed, Not good, but I adopted a dog, and that's great, and it's true what they say. His name is Nick, and he's so cute, and it is true what they say, though. When you adopt a dog from a shelter, you have to be careful because you never know what kind of problem they could have. Turns out Nick has a heroin problem. The other day, I caught him digging through my bag looking for money. He said he wanted to go and get high with his friends from the ASPCA, so you gotta watch out there. But I'm seeing a new therapist. I've got troubles, dating, whatnot. I'm seeing a new therapist, and she is really great in bed. Wow. Oh, my God. Seriously. She told me the way to true healing is through orgasm, and so far, she is right. Oh, my God. I am getting my money's worth over and over and over again. That is a good time. That's a good 50 minutes. But you know your life is not going well when you're considering grad school. Come on, seriously, no one's ever like, oh my God, I love my job. My life is amazing. I'm in the best relationship. God, I think I'll go back to school. No, it's like the worst. It's the end of the line. I've been thinking a lot about death recently because things are going so well. And I've decided that when I die, I'd like to be cremated because it sounds so delicious. Doesn't it? Cremated, yummy. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid at all. I'm just afraid that the person with whom I've made arrangements to come over and clean out my porn drawer is, because we all have the porn drawer, right? And the person with whom we've made arrangements. I'm afraid that that person is going to be so distraught because I'm dead that my mother is going to get there first. And my mom will not understand that naughty teenage sluts are really 40-year-old women in cheerleading uniforms, you know? She wouldn't get it because she's not cool like us, you know? She'd be disappointed. I was dating a New York City fireman for a while. He was either a fireman or a stripper. Either way, he had the outfit, you know? He's ready for duty. Duty. Ooh. What? That's so gross. But yeah, I had to break up with him. It's just, I'm devastated. I had to break up with him, though, because every time we'd have sex, he would say the same thing. Could I please take off this mask? What? Come on, you little baby. Is it that big of a deal that I like Richard Nixon? I didn't make him do the voice. Tell me you're not a crook, Daddy. You guys Nixon fans? That's good stuff. That's dirty. That's so dirty. I do a little internet dating. You guys do some internet dating? Huh? Yes, you do. I've seen you out there, ma'am. Craigslist. See, I'm kidding. Everyone does it. There's no shame. You know what's worse than internet dating? If someone like has a fork and they jab it in your eye. That's worse, but not much else. I gotta tell you. But I have learned a lot. Never date a man that complains about the unfairness of capitalism, because you know what that means. You're buying dinner. Because he's broke. I always date these like earthy, all natural artist types, you know, the type that wear Toms of Maine, all natural deodorant. That stuff actually gives you BO. It does. That is BO in a stick. It's like patchouli and underarm smell. But I had one nice date, really good time, went out with a guy. We went out to dinner, we're chatting and laughing, and afterwards he invited me upstairs to his apartment, and I went. And right when I walked in, I thought, oh, I hope he doesn't get the wrong idea and think that just because we're having fun that I'm going to sleep with him on a first date, because I'm not. So I sit down on the couch, he goes into his room, and he comes out with a guitar. And he sits down next to me, starts playing a little music, you know, then he starts singing, and it's just awkward. You know when you get hot behind the neck because you're embarrassed for somebody else? I'm flushed, I'm sweating, no one's in the room, I'm devastated. He's swaying back and forth. At times his eyes were shut because he was that into the music. And after 7 or 8 of his self-proclaimed hits, I was like, couldn't we just have sex? Oh my God. I'll go down on you right now, but we've got to get it over with because I've got to go home and write a joke about it. So, just wrap this up. Thank you guys, you've been great.